Welcome back,
brand new
everyone.
copy.
The next session of Reditus. I don't know why your camera's not on, Tim. Let's do our recap from last week, which was episode 85. Last week, Darius and Elion studied the strange cloth item that Jak had received from the shopkeep back in Arrowcamp, figuring out that it was a very rare portable hole, capable of helping to transport large items easily from place to place. The group proceeded towards Grimlore, on the main road westward, uninterrupted. Riding through the day, the group found an old used camp just south of the road to set up for the night. Jak perched up in a nearby tree, pondering over Dana and what she might think of the decisions he's made since she's been gone. The rest of the group settled in with Darius's protective hut and went to sleep for the night. Elion, as he drifted off, singing Kira. She stood above Trey with a dagger in her hand. She said, "We only need 4 more, and there are 4 here," she exclaimed. Elion quizzed her for answers to what she meant and led her to yell, awakening Darius. Darius opening his eyes to some sort of magical darkness that he was unable to see through. The next instant, it cleared, and Elion stood above Trey, looking confused. A back and forth between Elion and Darius ensued, resulting in Elion deciding to leave the camp and set up by himself. Jak, hearing what had happened, had met Elion on his horse and had a conversation with him that helped de-escalate his feelings, to the extent that Elion returned to the hut and gave his journal to Darius to read and went off on his own. Jak and Darius spent a few hours reading through the journal while Trey kept watch. Many things were documented, but as far as they could tell, Elion had not been lying about any of his story. Darius made a suggestion to Elion. Let him use the Helm of Telepathy to probe into his mind and try to get him and the group some answers that were not in the pages of Elion's journal. Elion agreed, and the group got ready to try and solve the mystery. I will be right back.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Heartless, forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, a shadow's wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire, standing strong. His awakened shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty fall.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. So you guys had all woken up. We're getting kind of ready, getting the horses up, getting kind of something to eat, etc. But position-wise, Darius, you had just finished sort of attuning your soul to the Helm of Telepathy, kind of sitting across from Elion. Jak, Trey, and Mastos, what are you doing at the moment? Jak, I believe you were trying to attune to this special ring to be able to communicate to Dana. Trey and Mastos, what are you doing during this sort of prep time, if you will?
Mastos was sleeping.
So you're continuing to sleep, Mastos?
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Well, it is well into the morning because they did wake you up, and twice you decided to go back to sleep.
Tending to the horses, just doing my thing.
Okay. And
yeah, Trey had been up keeping watch, so he probably would have been getting ready, getting his horse saddled up, making sure that we had everything that we needed.
Okay. So Trey doing the necessary just to kind of get everything so when people are ready to go, ready to go. Jak, you finish, you feel kind of the magic of the ring connect to you. What do you do?
Jak's wearing the ring, just like looking at it, rubbing the ring, and he's just kind of thinking what he would want to say to Dana, knowing or hoping that he's made progress from, even though it's only been a few days of time since she's left, still not thinking that he's ready to say something to her. But he would just be over analyzing and thinking about what he wants to say to her.
Okay. Anybody that looks over sees Jak looked a tiny little bit stressed as he's kind of thumbing over the ring and staring at it as he mulls over this in his mind. Darius and Elion. Elion, what were you doing exactly while Darius was preparing?
I kind of sat there.
Okay.
I mean, because he's got to attune, right? I don't think we really.
Yeah, we're kind of almost at the end of the hour, so.
I would sit with my notebook and kind of just go over my thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, so Darius just says you kind of like study in on this and place it on. You feel it kind of shift. What does the Helm of Telepathy look like when it adorns your head?
He actually leaves it. The only thing that, so like the open brain looking part on top, he leaves that there. And then he just has a monocle over his eye.
Okay.
That like almost looks like telescopic. And then how I want it to work is when I actually start to like cast the spell, I want it to be like,
Yeah, we'll poke out a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, so yeah, you feel this magic kind of connect to you. You feel this kind of meld in. You almost feel a couple of little pricks, almost like it's stabbing into your head for a second. No pain, but just a sensation as you feel this kind of little trickle, which looks like almost like a vein kind of just trickling down the front of your forehead as whoop, see this monocle appear above front of your right eye.
all right, well, it felt weird, but I think I'm ready.
Just kind of close my book and. Right, well. I don't really know how this works on this end of it, so. Let's try to be gentle and.
To be fair, I don't know how this works on this side.
Respect my wishes.
As you wish. And he just kind of like looks at him and he's like, how does this work?
I just would kind of focus in and I just would reach out with my mind. I would try to picture myself in their shoes. Try to picture what looking through their eyes would look like, and then I would feel a pull, and I would let that pull take me, or something like that.
Right. Okay. Well, he just kind of like tries to calm himself, and then like through the monocle stares intently, like right in the middle of his forehead, and then he'll cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. As you feel the magic go out, Elion, what surface thoughts would Darius pick up at this time?
Probably thoughts of anxiety, but more thoughts of probably a little like underlying sadness that he feels still untrustworthy among his friends, or what he believed to be his friends. He's like questioning that. It's actually very little about what's going on in terms of what they're trying to explore, and more about his connection with the people that he was starting to begin to call like family.
Okay. You pick this up, Darius.
Okay. I think I'm in. I'm going to try to go a little further. I don't know if this is going to hurt.
I'm guessing it probably will.
And so he starts to like focus, and you actually see the brain kind of like start to like pulsate.
I just close my eyes.
Okay.
Embrace. I also like try to. I'm an open book, no pun intended, but I'm not fighting it all, so I'm hoping that would make it easier.
Yeah, for sure. So you do feel this now, this push that wasn't with the Detect Thoughts. You do feel this push, so you're not going to resist it. You're going to let it go past.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. Not good. Hold on. Wisdom is 9
9.
total.
Okay. So yeah, so you keep your eyes closed. You feel this reach inside your mind. You let this reach enter. And Darius, as you push forward your thoughts and kind of your essence into Elion's mind, and this visual thing extending on your eye, almost reaching out towards Elion, you feel almost like something holding you and pulling you towards his mind.
You
You
kind
let
of
it-
see him like almost like lurch forward as if someone had like pulled him by rope. And he catches himself and then kind of like relaxes and allows.
Allows it. Okay.
Yeah.
Those of you that are watching on, you see that Elion's hand is actually raised, and Darius has grasped his hand.
Like they're
Darius is-
holding hands?
Yes.
Aw.
So Darius, as you let this connection take place and you kind of like pull yourself back from this lurch, as you open your eyes, you don't see Elion in front of you. You look up and you see a blue sky. You see clouds scattered out, white clouds. And you look down at your feet and you see that the ground is covered in parchment. Blank sheets of paper just as far as the eye can see. And to your right, you see Elion floating a few inches off the ground. His ankles are loose, his toes are kind of just touching the ground. His head is hung down. Elion, you're completely paralyzed. You do not hear, you do not see. And Darius, you can see that you have Elion's hand in yours. And as you look up ahead, you can see about 100 feet ahead a large building. Large wooden building. Looks like it has multiple sections to it. And you see, it looks like almost like a shop sign hanging out the front of it. What do you do?
Okay. So first, I'm still holding his hand, yeah?
Yes.
So he's going to like kind of tug him to see if he moves with him.
With 0 resistance, as soon as you start to move, Elion floats beside you.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to get some answers.
I can't hear anything.
No.
So I'm in blackness.
Yep.
Are you okay? He kind of like waves his hand in his face.
Yeah, as you do this in front of Elion, you can see his eyes are closed. His head is down a little bit. His mouth is completely shut. Arms dangling to his side. It looks completely limp.
Okay. I guess I'm alone. Can I let go of his hand?
If you want to let go of his hand, you can.
Like he's gonna cautiously do it because like if he starts to feel that like will pull him out, he'll obviously grip it again. He doesn't just
Yeah.
want to like let go.
Yeah, for sure. So you lightly start to release kind of pinky, one finger at a time. And as you start to slowly release, you can feel yourself almost be pulled away.
So he'll re-grip again.
Yeah, you feel yourself solidify almost. Again, no reaction from Elion.
Okay. What else do I have in here? I'm gonna try and summon the Soul Seeker.
Okay. For a second, you think it appears nothing but smoke.
Oh, great. All right. Well, only way out is through, I suppose. He will push forward to this door.
Okay.
Is there? Well, as he's moving to, he's just gonna like scan the parchment. Is there anything on it of note, like anything that draws his attention?
As you look around, you see every parchment on this ground is blank. There is no
Okay.
writing, sketching, drawing whatsoever. It's just a sea as far as you can see of blank papers.
All right. Then I will push forward to the store.
Okay. As you walk forward, holding Elion's hand and floating beside you, as you get a little bit closer now, you can see the sign on the front of these sort of large double doors. The sign says pages. And you can see now that you're a little bit closer that the scattering of windows in all these sections of buildings all have chains all sealed up around the outside of the mall. It looks like every exit or entrance to this entire building, other than the double doors, have these dark black chains over the windows.
And you can't. There's nothing. I can't see through the windows.
No, they've got wooden shutters that are closed and these chains keeping it all together. But as you get a little bit closer to the door, about 20 feet away, door opens about 5 inches, and you can just see that there's an opening in the center.
Black as well.
You can see flickering light inside.
Okay. I will push the door open slowly.
Okay. Yeah, as you as Elion move forwards, you push the door open. And you're taken in by a massive, you would only consider it to be a library. Your immediate look as you glance around a massive room within. You see lots of bookshelves that have all just been thrown to the outsides of this room. A large, it looks like some of it's circular, some of it rectangular, almost a mass of different shapes on the outside of this. But bookshelves everywhere, books all scattered on the floor. Here on the walls, you can see spaces where are walls. You do see parchment and pages, but you see sketches, you see words. Almost no parts of these walls are left uncovered. You see straight ahead, you see a figure sitting cross-legged, a red tiefling. From the book you recognize to be Kira. You see behind her a pedestal with a book flipped open. Behind that, you see a wall with this stone arch built into it, which would look like a door, but there's no handle or no opening that seems to be there. On the outsides of this room, you can see the edges of these walls, but beyond, you can almost see it fade into shadows. You can see the interior of all the windows, all with these black chains everywhere. And she sits cross-legged on the floor.
Okay. Remembering what he's read in the journal, he knows she's dangerous, so he's going to kind of just parse the outside of the room, just make his way around, and he wants to look at the drawings. Is there anything, any sentences, any pictures of note that may give any clues to any memories, raise any alarm or anything like that?
As you glance around, roll a perception for me.
Sure. Oh, 7 plus 6, I think. Hold on. Plus 4, so 11.
11. Okay. So as you glance around, you don't see anything that would piece something together for you necessarily, but the words and sentences you see make no sense. It is a scattering of words or thoughts or something, nothing that is cohesive. You see sketches of a bird, you see a sketch of a tree. Nothing seems to piece together. There's thousands of these just plastered all across the walls. As you're kind of glancing around, well, hello, Darius. As you hear Kira speak to you.
Kira, I presume?
Indeed, the Darius Silverstrum. Welcome. And she stands up.
Welcome to what? Or where? Or when?
Wow, you're in our mind, of course. What exactly are you doing here?
Sorry, just one step back. Our mind.
Yes, Elion?
You
know where
share
you
a-
are. You're supposed to be intelligent.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you're speaking as if this is your mind as well.
Yes, I am Elion.
You have you looked at yourself?
Always on the visuals. Always how people look, Darius. What are your
Well,
questions you're here to ask, aren't you?
This is confusing. You look not like Elion. You look like a woman named Kira who is dead.
I find that it's easier for Elion to communicate with things that make him feel more comfortable. And Kira makes him feel comfortable.
But you're supposed to be Elion.
I am.
are the two of you living in here?
He kind of looks around and chuckles a little bit. Just me.
When I say in here, I mean his brain.
Oh, this is but a small part. But a small part.
What has happened to his mind? He has no memory of what happened to him.
Well, perhaps he has some trauma. Sometimes we try to forget things that harm us, then they can't continue to harm us anymore.
Memories can't actually harm us.
Oh, I beg to differ, Darius. Very much so. Is it not your own memories that you've gotten back that have started to torture you?
I can't really say I've got memories back. I only gained more questions than memories. I only know that my memories are fake.
And you believe that you would be better off if those memories were there all the time?
I think I have a right to know, yes.
Even if you knew that the knowledge would cause you pain and hurt?
It's something I would have to work through, yes.
And what if you couldn't work through it? What then? Would you regret those memories?
There isn't. I don't think that there is any type of memory that someone can't work through. It's just a matter of time.
I like the optimism. Tell me what you would like to know most that Elion has not already told you. He's truthful. He doesn't lie. He's kind.
Well, the pieces of what happened that he doesn't remember. What happened that night?
She chuckles a little bit and starts to turn around with her back to you and starts walking towards the book on the pedestal in the middle of the room. Ah, goodness. So much focus on simply one night. That's what you need. It's what happened that one night.
To start, I mean, he wants to know what happened, why it happened. There was someone who hurt, not you, but you and the others. He wants to know who they are.
Yes, I know. I've been helping him. We've been trying
Have
to
you?
find it. Of course. We are the same. We are one. Why would I not want to help? I'm
Well,
the one
you
that
said you-
always helps. I've always
you
been
said-
there for him.
And you are him. You're not some other entity or being that has taken root in his mind.
Chuckles again. No. I'm not cemented, Darius. I know you've seen many things, but I'm simply a mind, a soul.
Same
an
soul.
entity. Chuckles again. That's a good question. I don't know for sure. The same, or would it be a half? Interesting. She starts flicking through the pages of the book. And as she does, this stone arch behind, as she flicks a page, the stone arch changes. You see a big wooden door. You see a sign attached to the front that says Drunken Deer. Another page. The arch changes. Another door. You see like a cabin door. Changes. You see a barn door. So, want to know what happened that night? I think he told you what he remembers.
What you're letting him remember.
Remembers what he was there for.
But he can't see the being's face that killed his group.
So, if I show you this face, you will leave us alone. He will
See,
have your
this is-
trust.
He will have my trust. You, on the other hand, or something else entirely?
Darius, a trust for Elion is a trust for me. We are one and the same.
I have seen many things, different people living in different bodies. I've heard stories. And I have also witnessed creatures that take over other people. Just out of curiosity, what do you know of... It's the Shadow Realm, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you know of the Shadow Realm?
Well, in our research, we know it's a realm that's almost the waste products of the deities when building things. Just dump things in there that didn't suit their needs or didn't come to fruition the way they had hoped. Why?
Well, let's just say that we've come across some creatures from there.
You believe me to be a shadow heart.
Wouldn't be the first time.
If I was a shadow heart, you would have been dead already, Darius. I think you know this.
I think you're underestimating me.
I think you overestimate yourself.
I've already fought one.
I am simply Elion. I am no creature from another realm. I'm from
His
here.
hand tightens on Elion's hand. Like he's almost frustrated that he can't like awaken Elion. So that like, cause he's like, I imagine that this would also bring Elion to have like an infinite amount of questions, and Darius doesn't even know where to start. So he's just his hand tightens and he's like, something feels off about this. And whether I trust him and not you, and you say that that's not possible, I feel that there is information you're not telling me.
I will tell you if all you want to know is the face of the beast that came that night. I can show that to you.
How long have you been in here?
Time is a funny thing. I
Indeed,
don't
except-
know if there is time that can be applied to really a soul alive, can it?
How long have you been inside Elion's body or mind, wherever you're residing?
As long as Elion has existed. She flicks another page. See a stone cave. She flicks another one. You see the stairs in Katurva hold. She flicks another page. The arch turns back to a stone wall. She turns. Well,
Can I see that book?
yeah, by all means. She steps aside and gestures towards the book.
He starts to walk. And like, do I have to walk past her to get to the book?
You would, yes. She's standing about 5 feet in front of the book, just off to the side, kind of gesturing towards it.
Do you mind taking a few steps back?
This form made you feel uncomfortable. I could present
think
it as
it is-
something else.
I don't think at this point any form you're going to take is going to make me comfortable.
And you see her in half a second just quickly change. Almost like the flesh and material with on her almost grows and spreads a little bit. Perhaps you would like this better. You see Boreal standing there with his staff.
Who's Boreal?
One of Bornman's.
Well, okay. Again, it doesn't. It might be in his. Doesn't entirely make me feel better. No, I admit I've never done this before. But Elion's never expressed that this is how this has gone. But yeah, just I mean, you can take whatever form you would like. I mean, I don't know why you don't look like Elion.
And you see Elion standing there. This is a little bit easier.
But what? Why do you have to look like someone else? Like when I think in my head, I don't need to see another person.
Well, let's just say that I'm not really able to show myself just yet, but maybe when you find out more. And Elion gestures towards the book.
All right. I will go to the book and I'm going to like flip it closed so that it's back at the first page and I'm going to open it up.
Okay. As he takes a step back, you see her form shift back into Kira. She kind of almost bows a little bit as you go towards the book. Yeah, you close this book over, and this looks, seeing the cover of it now, looks exactly like Elion's journal. Cover exactly the same, the pages feel the same, everything feels like the journal. But as you start flipping, you see that not all the pages are filled. The first page with anything on it, you see this sketch of a, it looks like a building with a sign with a drunken deer. As you flip to that, you see the arch, see the arch shift and a door appear with a drunken deer across the front of it.
You see curiosity go across Darius's face. Now, I just want to clarify. Did I mention the tavern name to him?
Elion?
Oh, yeah, no, because he said he didn't think that anybody from the Crimson Arc would be there. So no, okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
You know, like you can see like a curiosity go over Darius's face, but he doesn't think he's going to find any answers of anything inside here. So he'll flip to the next page.
Okay. Flips to the next page. You see what looks like a door to a cabin.
All right, well, what am I going to find in here?
Oh, you're just flipping through our life from the beginning to, I won't say the end, of course, but the current. You'll see different things. Perhaps reasons, perhaps answers, perhaps more questions. All open to interpretation.
Why won't you give him the answers he's looking for? He wants them. If you're here to, I don't know. You say you're trying to help him.
Protect. Darius, I'm here to protect us.
Are you the sinking eye?
That is but a trinket.
I don't know. It's got some pretty crazy powers.
No. I'm not the sinking eye. I've always been here. Protecting.
Yes, but you're not him. You can say you are, but you slipped up. You stated that you can't show your true form to him yet.
If you see yourself a certain way and you can't display that way, then how is that a
Show me.
slip up? Show you what?
Your true form.
And she changes into Elion. And she does a curtsy.
Is it the Elion that she turned into before?
Yes.
But you said that this wasn't the form that you could show him.
This is this close as I get until he's ready. And
show,
back into Kira.
Show me whatever it is that he could see.
And you kind of see her roll her eyes now, getting a little bit almost impatient.
Well, if you're so impatient, then point me in the direction. We need answers. We want them. You know them, apparently.
If all you care about is what happened that night, then keep flipping.
I will flip.
Okay. Flip the page. You see a barn door.
And I look at her.
They keep horses in barns.
All right, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go back to the previous page, and I'm going to go look inside.
Cabin door. You see parts of the cabin actually filling the arch because the door itself is a little bit smaller that fits in. It looks well made. You can see the kind of almost the logs kind of just set above each other within the wall. Just step forwards, and Elion kind of moving along with you as you go. You open the door. As you step in, see you are indeed in some sort of cabin. You don't recognize this cabin, but you see a lady laying on a bed. You see what looks like a female human, possibly a cleric based on her robes. And there's a gentleman sitting to the right as well. And she is screaming and yelling, her legs raised. You can see this is a lady in the middle of childbirth. As you look to your left, you see a window. You see two hooded figures looking through the window, and you see them shimmering. You can tell that there's some sort of spell that these two are under effect, but somehow you're able to see them. And you see the female cleric coaching on, you can do it, you can do it. And she's screaming and yelling, ah! She's screaming and yelling. The two at the window looking on, one in a gray dark hood, one in a dark red hood as they stare in. And as she gives one final push, and no sound is heard. And the cleric puts her hands down. They look down. And the lady in the bed starts bawling and crying, no, 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 no. No sound from the baby. The two hooded figures, you hear from outside, damn it, perhaps not enough power. And a flicker of purple comes from the hand as it flickers up. And you see the face of a younger looking Magnus.
God
As
damn it.
both figures walk away from the window. You turn and you see Kira standing beside you in the room of the library. What do you do?
Can I help you?
She smiles a little. As the hooded figures disappear, you hear the cleric. The other one's still alive. Keep pushing. And the woman starts to push harder and more. And you hear baby start to cry as you get pulled back into the library and the door closes.
Well, shit. This is gonna take a while. How do you remember your birth?
I don't remember my birth.
But was that not a memory?
It could be, I suppose, in a way. Interesting how energy and magic and things work, isn't it?
Did Magnus put you inside here?
I don't know. I don't believe so. When I meet him, maybe I'll ask him.
Do with him as you will, I don't care. All right, next page.
As you flip it over and you see this barn door appear, or were you going backwards?
Well, backwards would be like,
Drunken deer.
yeah. I'll check that one out after. That's going to be like the last one I look at. Right now, I just want to...
Elion, can you roll 2d6 for me, please?
Oh, crap.
With pleasure. 6 and 5.
Okay. Take 11 points of psychic damage, please.
No.
Yeah, so as you kind of look down to the book and you holding Elion's hand still feel this little shudder, and it fades away.
I hope you're sturdy. I will skip to the... so I guess, what page is that night? I'm curious to see more about his life, but given that if what just happened is what I think just happened, I have a limited amount of time that I can be in here.
Well, you could spend a little more time.
Yes, I know, and I want to see more, but I want to at least get the information I came here for before digging into potentially useless memories.
Wow, how insulting.
Oh, stop being so sensitive. I'm not saying his memories are useless, but if I go out there and I'm like, hey, I saw you be born, he's going to be pretty upset that he let me dive into his mind just to see him be born.
Okay. Well, if you turn to the stone cave, then you can see that night.
So he said,
If you wish to save Elion a little pain, I can just sketch you what this person look like.
Darius literally like Batman eye squints at him and starts flipping to that page.
Okay, yeah, you flip through, see the bar door appear. You get to the, looks like the opening of a cave. You can see kind of this opening, this rock opening. You see kind of all these boulders that are almost like stacked up on top of it in this opening. So, going in, are you?
We need answers.
After you.
Just take a step back, please.
And she does kind of like bow a little bit and take one step, just smiling at you.
I will proceed into the memory.
Okay. As you take a few steps forward, the darkness of this cave changes, and you can see black sky above. You see stars. You see a campfire. On the left, you see archway made of rock and stone that you just see these big massive boulders kind of like set to the top of it, almost decorative across the top of it. And you hear cheers and laughter coming around this campfire as you look over from where you are. And you can see what you can only assume to be Elion and his group of adventurers around this campfire. And you see the paladin handing Elion to something with a smile, pressing it to his chest. Elion looking a little bit kind of shocked, surprised, but a smile nonetheless. You see Elion going over to his bedroll, looking at it. You can see now is the sinking eye, this pendant that he has in his hand, smiling down at and holding on to it. Kind of this look of happiness that you truly haven't seen Elion have yet. You see him lay down, and you see the rest around the campfire start to kind of settle down and make their way to their bedrolls. Elion kind of just still thumbing over this necklace. He kind of rolls away from them, kind of facing you, doesn't see you, just staring at this thing. As time goes by, and the rest of the party, you can hear the snores, you can hear the rustles, just the wind slowly in the trees beyond. Then you hear boom, 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 these fast footsteps. And everything freezes. Kira, beside you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Is there something you want to tell me?
There's a reason I've protected Elion from certain things. Are you going to protect him as I have?
You mean out there?
Yes.
You let me see what I need to see in here, and sure, I'll keep him alive.
And she takes a step closer. Do you promise? His safety is all that matters.
You mean your safety?
Our safety.
See, it's still weird to me, but fine, sure, you have my word. Whatever that means to you.
Very well. Step back. And as the studying continues, you look over and you see coming to the shadows this hulking dwarf. Bigger than a dwarf, covered in tattoos. 2 massive blades, one in each hand, as he comes running into the camp, screaming, "Ah!" And in an instant, you see blackness cover Elion. This sphere of darkness completely covering him. And in a second, blood flying, this black sphere moving, blood flying. The dwarf stops in his tracks. He takes a few steps back. You see this blood flying out of this magical darkness. He takes a few steps back, and as the darkness starts to fade, he starts to run. Boom, 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 boom. Starts running towards the entrance. These purple knives come flying from this dark, sucking energy towards above where the cave entrance is. The large boulders falling down as the dwarf tries to run and looking back, panic on his face. The rocks collapse. Silence. As you look down, you see Elion covered in blood, clutching a necklace. Are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I protected him
From what?
from that beast.
But you killed everyone else.
That wasn't meant to happen.
What the hell did you do?
You understand that I don't come forwards to help until I'm needed, and whatever happened with that pendant, everything that I had taken and protected him from was released at once.
What?
All the pain, the fear, everything that I protect him from, I couldn't contain it. But he would have died nonetheless. They would have died nonetheless from that beast. So I protected him.
What's going to happen when he realizes whatever you are is inside of him?
He will realize that I've been here for him all his life and helped him all his life. He is who he is because of me.
Right. And when he realizes you killed all of his friends, which is kind of his sole existence purpose right now. It wasn't that dwarf, it was you that killed them. What if he tries to expel you?
The dwarf would have killed them anyway, Darius.
Yes.
Don't
and
understand.
he wanted to go after that dwarf for killing them.
And so he should.
Didn't you get it? You made the cave fall in on it.
Well, you always want to check your kills.
I suppose. Do you... I mean, I couldn't really see from here. Do you have a clear image of its face? His face? He had a beard, but I mean, you know, dwarf women. They're a hardy type.
I am the skilled one when it comes to drawing. So yes, most certainly, I can show you.
I don't want you to show me. Here's what I need from you. I have a few more memories I want to go through just to get a better idea of who Elion is and how exactly you got here. But one of these nights... did he tell us about the whole there's 4 of them thing? We saw that in the book, right? Okay, I'll bring that up after. One of these nights, draw it in his book for him.
I can do that.
Now, the next thing. Are you the one that's been writing in his book?
Yes. That's how
What
I
does he-
communicate.
What does he need 4 more of?
Well, I've never been able to use us like that before, and it was when he was given that trinket. that it happened. And I believe now that I have control of what that was, that getting that trinket filled up again may let me do so again, but not with such hatred and violence, with tempered control.
4 more what? Are you saying you have to kill people?
No. Just capture their souls.
Does that not kill them?
We don't have to kill them. We just have to be nearby. And was
you
it
gonna
not
kill
evil
us?
souls that were trapped within that? That's why I was...
I don't know what was in it before. I barely know anything about that thing.
Well, do you have a problem with killing people who have hurt you or tried to hurt you?
Were you going to kill us?
And did you say that in a second you see her form get smaller and shift? And you see a small goblin looking at you as Sunak stares up at you. Gives kind of like a sneaky smile and then woof, change back to Kira. No. Elion's reaction has put certain boundaries. I cannot harm you without his permission. Even his subconscious is kind and strong.
All right, well. Excuse me while I go figure more out about whatever the fuck this is. I will go back and I'm going to go to the Drunken Deer, and then I will go through page by page.
Okay, so as you walk out of the area, and it kind of fades away, and the stone arch fills in. Elion, roll 2d6, please.
It's 3 total.
Okay.
There's no
3
modifier,
damage.
right?
No, you're good.
Okay.
So, just to touch base with everybody around the camp as this is proceeding on, Trey and Mastos, Jak, are you guys wanting to do anything? It's only been a few minutes that this connection has taken place, and you're just watching kind of Darius staring at Elion, holding his hand. You see no physical reactions to what's happening.
Do we see? I imagine that we do see the brain and the monocle that kind of, yeah, there's some spooky looking shit there. So I think Trey's gonna be keeping a close eye. Do we notice anything when Trey takes damage? Do we notice anything?
Roll
Excuse me,
a
Elion takes damage.
Yeah, I know
Do
what
we
you
notice anything?
roll a medicine for me. This type of psychic damage is very difficult to detect. 18 or
Ooh,
higher.
19.
19, nice. Okay, so you do notice, you have noticed twice now, ever so slightly, almost like a flicker in his right eye, like a blink. And you can tell that although you don't see any physical damage or pain, you can tell that those were a neurological reaction to some type of pain. Ever so small, but it was still there.
Okay. Does it look like? I would imagine Elion and Darius are likely speechless. They probably aren't interacting much. They're sort of holding hands, I guess, like gaze locked on one another. And it seems like something's getting real tense over there. Yeah, I think Trey is probably going to start keeping a real close eye on these two.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Jak, you doing anything specific during these few minutes?
No, I think Jak would just be still lulling over what he wants to say.
Okay. And Mastos?
I am feeding the horses good berries.
And they are loving it.
I'm snacking on them too. Num num num.
Okay, so sorry, Darius, you were flipping to
Back to the Drunken Deer page,
Drunken
and then I
Deer.
will go. I obviously don't need to see the birth memory again after that. I will just go page to page after that
yeah.
for the ones I
Yeah.
haven't seen.
So as you go to the Drunken Deer, you take a step through. You see the area change to looks like a dark alley behind this building, strung deer. And the back door opens, and for a moment you see this candlelight kind of shining out, and you hear the cheering. You hear a lively tavern within, and you see this small little boy with a little pack over his shoulder, kind of stumble down the steps a little bit and pull it behind him. And you can see that this is a small Elion. As he kind of walks a few feet away, he kind of checks up and down this dark alley, looking for someone, and he sits with his back to the wall, and you see him pull out this book. And this book it's got these gold plates around the outside of it. It looks exquisite, and he looks extremely nervous looking around as he opens up a page, and this excited look on his face as he starts looking down the words on the page. And you start to hear footsteps at the end of this alley. You start to hear, there's a good one to go on. Hey, ho, ho, ho. And you see these two people walking down, these two male humans. And you see immediately Elion start to get kind of shaky, nervous, and start to try to put his book away. Oh, son, what you got there? You got some extra cash? We're a little bit short for the IL. You got some money on ya? He's, no, sir, I don't have anything. I'm sorry. He starts, what you got there? So I can sell that. What's that? It's got gold on it. Give it to me. I can't. I'm not supposed to have this. And he tries to start to put the book away. And the gentleman leans down right into his face. You better give it to me now, son. I'm going to take it. No, please don't. Smack. Smacks the child in the face. And you hear, it's okay, Elion. I've got it. And you just see his face kind of go stale. As this guy starts kicking Elion in the chest. He lays on his side, face just motionless. As he kicks him more, takes his book, and you just hear, just walking away. You just hear, it's okay. I got it. And the alleyway starts to fade away as you back up into the library again.
Did you kill them too?
No, I told you. I was unable to take control till that night. I took the pain. I wanted to protect him.
All right. And I guess I'll skip, because the next page was the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll skip that page and go to the barn, I think was next.
Yeah. Elion, 2d6, please.
I want this cabin really bad. I don't even know what's in there.
No, the cabin is what the berth was
Cabin
in.
was
We
the berth,
already
yeah.
saw it.
Oh, I thought that was a cave was the birth.
No, the cave was the killing.
5.
5, okay. 5 psychic damage. Ray, you see a little wince in Elion's right eye again. Flip the page to the, you see the sketching of a barn door appears. As you go through this door, which I'm assuming you go through the door.
Mm-hmm.
You go through this door, still pulling this floating Elion beside you. You see you're in an interior of a barn that's converted into stables. You see multiple horses. You see bales of hay kind of stacked up behind the horses. And as you kind of like look over, you see small young Elion again. You see him sitting between these bales of hay, a smile on his face, and you see him sketching. Just drawing on this piece of parchment. Finally got away from them. Why do they hate me so much? I think I'm a nice person. Sketching away. And you hear this ruckus right outside the door. Hey, where is he? We're gonna get her. We're gonna get you. And you see about 5 or 6 young boys smash through the barn doors. We're here! And they start yelling. They start running around. The horses start getting upset. They start moving. As you see, as Elion's eyes open up, you see this horse rear up. And as the hooves start to come down, you see a blank face come across Elion. I've got it! Ah! As the hooves come down and smash onto Elion, the boys panic and they run out. You look over as you see the horse again kicks down on Elion, his face blank, wincing. I've got it. The vision fades away. You're back in the library.
Okay. Were there any other?
There was the Caterva hold. Bottom of the stairs.
I'll open that and just briefly check. I assume that's the memory with us.
So first of all, Elion, 2d6.
Oh, I know what this is going to be. This is when he gets stabbed. And it's going to be the thing absorbing it. But I'll go see it anyway.
Sorry, Elion, what was that?
6 total.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Just
6
let me
damage.
know. Just let me know if you, psychic damage. Just let me know if you go unconscious.
Yeah. Okay. You got a bit. You got a bit.
Don't worry, bro. I'm here for you.
And Trey, again, you see this flicker. You're kind of locked in now. You're kind of seeing these almost every few minutes. No visual, physical damage that you can see, though. So you kind of flick it over, and you see the arch change, and you can tell this is the bottom of the stairs of the Caterva hold. Are you going in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He, I don't. Darius doesn't really know what happened. He wasn't in there, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you walk in, you're about 30 feet away from the bottom of these stairs, and you can see this shimmer. Small goblin just over to your left-hand side. You can see him in the back corner in the shadows. You see this kind of shimmer of gray light almost around him. As you look over and you see Dana, you see Elion standing at the bottom of the stairs, kind of looking up. You see this gray, shimmering goblin slowly move up behind Elion, dagger in each hand. Right in Elion's back. As he leans forward, you see the dagger poking out the front as Elion's body slumps to the ground. Before Dana even turns around, Sunak, you see slash her twice in the back as she kind of flies forwards, and then this blackness encompasses Elion. Blood scatters across the ground against the wall, and you hear big footsteps. Boom, boom, boom. Well, what have we got here? As you see Slacknip walk up. Oh, yes. I'll take out the trash. It's boom, boom. Slacknip walks up as you see Elion now as this darkness fades, laying on the ground, blood coming out of the wound in his chest as Slacknip scoops up Sunak, and boom, boom, boom. Flies up the stairs as you fade back into the library.
That was you.
Yes.
Interesting. Are there any more pages?
No.
Okay.
All the other pages are blank.
Okay, continue. Continue whatever you were going to say.
I told you. I protect us.
Yeah, I get it. I just... You know this isn't normal, right?
Okay. Coming from you. A normal life?
I'm not saying a normal life. I definitely haven't had a normal life. I'm not claiming I am normal. It's just what you are, or whatever you two are, or whatever this is, isn't normal.
I understand. We didn't ask for this, but this is the hand we were dealt.
You may have been an experiment, just so you know.
No, I was a baby.
Yeah, so was I. And
you are not an experiment. You were experimented on.
I was still part of an experiment.
Yes, but an important distinction, Darius. Being experimented on and being the experiment are different.
Guess. I mean, I do see it the same in this, really both of our cases. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen when I tell him about you. I don't imagine he's going to take it well. I also hate being right, just so you know. I mean, I was only half right, but...
I think we both know that that's incorrect.
No.
You do enjoy being correct.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, fair. But I don't like being correct when it's bad stuff, okay?
So you see this as bad. Am I not helping, protecting?
Maybe you should dial it back a little. I have a helper and protector too, and he agrees that, consent is important.
He's not strong enough, Darius.
He's pretty strong. Unless it's been you fighting with us this whole time.
I mean, mentally strong. I don't think he can handle this.
He needs to know.
Then find a way to do it in a way that he can understand and not panic.
Well, I mean, the only thing I can offer is that we're going to be here with him. It seems like Slacknip also knows what you are.
Yes, he's trustworthy.
Is Magnus trustworthy?
I haven't met him.
You're going to. Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you, Elion. Dark Elion? I don't know what to call you. It's weird, because you're not like him. You two need to find a way to, coincide and coexist as one being, because he could use your confidence.
Yes. That would be one solution, wouldn't it?
Well,
She
I don't
kind of
know.
closes the book over. And she
Maybe
does so.
Maybe start by being yourself. You can't make him think that he's seeing Kira everywhere. It's actually driving him insane.
I find that he talks to her a little bit easier.
Yeah, okay, well, I mean, I'm going to tell him about you anyways. So maybe you can just be you or him. This is really messed up, okay?
All I'm saying is, if you wish to disclose this to him,
He's going
Then-
to want to know.
I understand. But be delicate, please.
Yeah, of course. I'm not just going to be like, you're a monster.
Yes, because you understand what happens if he gets hurt and needs protected. Yes?
Yeah, go for it. I dare you. You
Don't-
understand that we
Don't
have...
overstep, especially where you are, Darius. And you see the bookshelves start to shake on the outside
Darius
of the
rolls
room.
his eyes and lets go of the hand.
As soon as you let go of the hand, at the last second, as you kind of leave this vision, you see the form of Kira change one final time into this 5 feet high, 3 foot wide. Looks like a cube of glass filled with black smoke. And you regain your vision as you look and you see Elion staring at you. Elion, your eyes flicker. Ah! You pain in the back of your head. You see Darius straight ahead of you.
Darius immediately puts his hand on his chest, even though he doesn't have to touch him. He's like, you're right. Everything's okay. And he's going to cast Healing Word.
What happened? What happened?
I don't
It
cast
was
that.
just darkness. Oh, my head.
We have a lot to talk about.
Oh, my head.
Yeah,
Hurts.
it's probably going to hurt for a while. I'm working on it.
And as Darius casts Healing Word, we will take a break. Be right back to see what he divulges.
You get 6 healing back.
Oh,
All right, welcome back, guys. So as we left off, Darius had connected to a willing Elion to find out some answers to questions they had about the event that happened where his party was murdered. In entering that, he was able to talk to Elion, another part of Elion, a different whatever, not too sure, but a person with a voice nonetheless within Elion's head. So got some answers, got some history about Elion, some of his blackouts, things that he didn't remember, and now coming back out of that, going to try and position how to explain to Elion what he had found. Elion had received some psychic damage during this time. His head screaming in pain right now. He's been healed, but he's holding his head in pain a little bit, recovering. Trey, Mastos, Jak, you guys want to do anything during this time?
Well, I honestly, having seen that there was such a what seemed like a mental connection, like visibly, like looking at the two characters, having Darius having been so intent and their connection having done something to Elion, I think Trey would be number one curious about Elion and make sure he's okay, but also to check in on Darius. I don't know what happened there, but there was a lot of there's just so much time where the two of you locked eyes and held hands, and I just looked at Elion, and the longer it went on, the more his eyes, something about it was just not right to me. And I didn't see nothing happen from you. Are you all right, Darius? It seemed to taking a number on Elion.
Depends what you mean on all right, really.
Whatever happened there was bad for him.
That's one way of putting it, that's for sure.
I didn't see nothing happening in your eyes. Was it something you instigated, or was it just as bad for you?
Well, I mean, I don't. Did I? You said I right? Like I could sense that he was in pain every time, right?
Well, yeah, you heard like this. You felt this tightness or tingling through his hands as you exited the.
I mean, I don't entirely know what happened, but every time I would review a memory, I could feel something in Elion, like a twinge or something.
I think I saw it. Saw it in his eyes. The way he moved. Just something wasn't quite right.
Yeah. And I look over at him. He's still kind of reeling in pain, I assume.
Yeah, like you can see that he's not like damaged as such, but he's just wincing and just kind of rubbing his temples.
There was a lot, and I don't think, I mean, he needs to be the one that hears it. I would love to tell you guys what it was, but I need to...
Well, take it one step at a time. It seems like you've both been through a lot. Maybe we get that thing off your head first.
No, yeah, sure. And I start to pull the helmet off.
As you start to lift it off, and the model goes almost retracts, you see this kind of vein just go back up your head into the helmet as you start to pull it off.
Right. No, I'm truly, I'm fine. I'm just more disturbed at what I saw.
I just need a minute.
Take your time.
Recover.
I'm just. Trey seems worried, and I'm okay, and I think he'll be okay. I've never seen anything like that, and I've seen some pretty fucked up shit.
All right, well, maybe it's best we all just take a second and let that sink in.
However, I trust him now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there was some good that came from it.
I'm glad once you can probe the mind of somebody and see their deepest and darkest secrets, you now are willing to trust them.
Well, to be fair, I don't even think he knows these secrets. Yeah, let that cook in your noodle for a little bit.
Do you guys need anything? I can make something to drink or eat if we need to take a minute.
Well, we did just wake up. Maybe breakfast?
I believe a little hot tea might help.
Yeah, and Jak will immediately start looking around to see if he can find something to make a tea out of, and maybe something for them to eat if they're not feeling good from this event.
Okay. Jak, go ahead and roll a survival.
All right, baby. First roll of the night. Easy +6, and I'm pretty sure I have 2 uses of bardic inspiration and just and regular inspiration.
And I'm pretty sure you got guided and
Yeah, if I roll above a 12, I'll be happy. Boom! I said I was gonna roll. I said I wanted to roll at least a 17. Just rolled an 18, so that'll put me at a 24.
24. Yes. It doesn't take you any time. In fact, you kind of recall when you were trekking in, making note of a few different patches where you notice some mushrooms, can make a tasty little stew, and some mint leaves, which if you're using the stems of these as well, you could create a nice menthol tea, which will not only taste delicious, but help clear the sinuses.
On a side note, I do not like mint. But
Is Jak saying this or no?
No, this is me saying this. Mint gross. So Jak will run over though. He will grab that. He'll grab the mushrooms as well if he remembers where those are at, and anything else he can kind of like throw together. Saute some mushrooms. Those are bussin'. And but he'll start on the tea as fast as he can.
Okay, yeah. So you take a few minutes to go off and start scavenging there. Mastos, your horse has been fed the good berry. It was delicious. Looks like it's well fed. What are you doing now?
It's so delicious. I will use the tip of my staff to start casting Druidcraft, and I want to know the weather for the next 24 hours.
Okay. What does it look like when you cast this for the first time with the staff?
With the staff, you see, so if it's gonna get a little cloudy, you're gonna see clouds start to form at the tip of the staff, at the head of the staff, at the gnarls of the tree roots, tree itself, at the top of it. If it's gonna be a nice, clear, sunny day, it's just almost like the leaf in it is moving, just ever so slightly in the wind of a clear sky day.
Okay.
If it's
Yeah, for sure. So you kind of hold on to the staff and you push it just maybe half an inch into the ground with both of your hands. And as you kind of like just lightly let your fingers go from it, you see these tiny little roots from the bottom of the staff just kind of stretch into the ground. And as it does, the little trees at the top kind of open up a little bit. You see that the branches of the trees kind of just gently wave back and forth as the leaves kind of rustle upon it. And you see this small little glow, yellow glow, just central in between as these trees have kind of opened up. A small glow. Looks like it's going to be a little bit windy with some sun.
very nice. Very nice. That's what I wanted.
Perfect. Yeah, so Mastos is kind of casting this, looking at it, and enamored by this amazing presentation from the staff. Jak is off looking for getting his mushrooms kind of harvested up and put together. Trey, do you want to do anything specific?
Yeah, I think Trey was prepared to kick the coals in the fire and get it put out because the sun was coming up. But now that he's seeing that we're probably going to be here a bit longer, I think he's going to go revitalize the fire.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no problems doing that. Gonna get those embers going, working again, get some kindling on there, so to get that fire built up enough for Jak to be able to cook something on it. Around this time, you noticed Elion kind of stopped rubbing his head and looks like he's feeling a little bit better.
Just so tired. But I'm feeling better.
You see Darius looking at you like extremely concerned.
All right. Darius, can you tell me what happened? I don't really know what.
Elion, there's a lot you need to know.
Right. I expected as much.
How much do you want to know?
Well, I mean, everything. I think
Okay.
whatever you think is helpful.
We need to take this very carefully.
What did you see?
Well, there were a few things. Did you know that you were a twin?
I'm sorry. No, I'm.
So I saw your birth. I don't know how you remember that. I don't remember my birth, so impressive. But you had a twin. I don't know, brother or sister. They were born before you, but they were stillborn.
No. You're mistaken. That's not accurate.
It's what I saw, Elion. It was in there.
You must have misunderstood something. Confused an image. I don't. I've never had a twin or
Yeah, because
anything of
they
that.
died when you were born, so you wouldn't have had a twin. Maybe your parents never told you.
They would. They would have. I sorry.
And you see Darius, like, there is like a strike of realization. And he's like, there is another thing. Well, two things, actually. When I was viewing the memory, Magnus was there. Not in the room. He was outside the home, out of a window. I think maybe he was invisible. There was a strange shimmer to him, and I saw it in another memory, which I know that person was hidden, so...
Are you sure our memories did not get jumbled together? So this is the first time you've ever done this. It's very possible something has happened, an error. That does not make sense. I've not.
Elion, I'm just telling you what I saw.
Right. I'm sorry.
And this part's important because... And he puts his hand on his shoulder. I know how this is going to sound, and keep in mind it's just a theory. But I think your twin is living inside your mind. There is an entity in you that says it's you, which would explain, if you did have a twin at birth that died, if its essence or soul or whatever merged with you, why it has always been with you and thinks it is you. But it has protected you your entire life.
This doesn't make any sense. I would have known.
So, to hear me out, because I'm going down a rabbit hole here, but when it comes to Magnus, nothing is impossible. So, he experimented on children, okay? There were 6 of us, but one of them didn't survive. What if that was your twin? Given that he was experimented on, what if whatever magic Magnus used allowed his soul or consciousness or whatever to move into you? and survive that way. Magnus could have altered your family's memories so that they didn't know there was another child. And that could be why you didn't know, because they didn't know.
How is this even possible then? Even if it were true, how could it? I'm not familiar with a magic that powerful.
Yeah, well, the Conciso sorcerers were quite powerful. I mean, they were trying to resurrect a god as well. I think you also have the power of Demantrum infused within you as well.
I don't know. This all seems...
You can control the weave, correct? And you're quite proficient at it. I've seen you use magic.
I wouldn't say proficient, but I've learned. Riven's taught me.
Yes, I remember it was in your journal, and Riven said that he could see you had some type of connection to it. All of us, Magnus's experiments, or the thing in your head said we weren't an experiment, we were experimented on. They were different.
So, my twin lives inside me. Are you sure this isn't something to do with this amulet? The powers within it twisting my thoughts? This all seems too much. I don't think I'm capable of this type of power. And it spoke to you, my twin?
Yes, they oversaw it, kind of your consciousness.
Right. All right, just give me a moment. I need to think about this.
Yeah, it's a lot to process, and there is quite a bit more. But just focusing on that, and again, it's just a theory. I don't know for sure if they're your twin. Maybe, I mean, I don't know what your life has been like, but maybe, and forgive me, this is going to sound harsh, but maybe you had a psychotic break, and it's just a fragmented consciousness in there. But I don't know. It seems. It seems there's a lot, and I found out what happened that night, but I need to know that you're ready to hear it, because it's intense.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Okay, I will hold on to it then.
I need to...
However, the writing in your journal, that isn't your writing. That's your... should I call them your twin? I don't know what to call them. The other you.
Who did they tell you that they were my twin? Is that...
No, they told you that they were you. They told me that they were you.
So...
But they speak of you like you're two beings. They say us, our.
Is it my subconscious, maybe, that you...
I don't know. Are you insane?
Well, I mean...
They took the form of Kira. They said that they've been presenting themselves to you as Kira. I told them to stop and to show you who they truly are, because it's making you feel like you're crazy.
Well, that's who I've been speaking to. It's not her. It's not Kira's soul. I thought it was her soul.
No.
was maybe trapped.
No. Her soul may be trapped in there because they did say that the amulet does capture souls. And they said that the amulet has allowed them to, I guess, communicate with you more. It's given them a little more power in reference to you. So the 4 more, I did ask for clarification because I thought maybe we were the 4 that it wanted to put in there. But apparently you still have control over that. Subconsciously, so I trust you now, and I apologize for not trusting you. But also I was... Never mind. Yeah, so they said that because you don't want us dead, they can't kill us, which is a relief. But they said that they do want 4 souls for the amulet because then they can help you more.
And do they seem like they're trying to help? It sounds so...
You are their most important thing. They just want to protect you. That's ultimately what it comes down to. I initially was untrusting, and they seem very powerful. They did semi-threaten me, told me to know my place. That's when I exited your mind.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I didn't take it as you. I didn't take them as you from the moment I got in there. I got worried they were a shadow heart, but my brain just made the connection. You had a twin, and there's something trying to protect you, although it thinks it's you. So I don't know. It's very complicated, but it did. When it threatened me, it was threatening me out of love for you, i.e. this memory. It said, I had to deliver it carefully, because if I hurt you, it would basically hurt me, more or less.
How would it even do that? If it's living inside me, I wouldn't...
When you're ready, we can talk about that.
Right. Okay. Is there a way I can
maybe just try through your journal to start? I don't know. Have you spoken to Kira?
I've spoken to her through a mirror before.
Maybe try that. Maybe be alone when you do it. I don't know if they'll come out with everyone else around. He looks at the group to kind of gauge their reactions to everything that's just been said.
Look over, and Jak is currently kind of stirring a pot of mint tea as he kind of looks over.
Sounds like we all have our issues, and his is very different.
Yes, but in a way, Elion, if I'm right, and you are an experiment, or you were experimented on, sorry, other being in there, in a way, it makes us brothers.
Well, that's an interesting notion, and truly isn't the worst thing I've heard so far.
As Jak is finishing steeping tea and pouring it into 2 separate cups, he's going to walk over to Darius and Elion and hand one over to Darius, and then look to Elion.
Darius takes it and just kind of winks at him and raises the glass.
And as he hands it to him, and like I said last night, we'll figure everything out, and we'll do it together. And if it's true that you guys are related, well then, I may be.
Again, Jack, remember, it's not blood relation. It's the 6 of us. Like, we're called siblings, but it's just through that experiment. We're not actually related.
Don't ruin the moment.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you understood.
Jack like puts his finger on Darius's mouth. I will protect you as well.
I assume you were talking to Elion, not
Elion,
Darius.
yeah.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
he'll protect him as well.
Sorry, I thought you were putting your finger on his mouth and telling Darius you're going to protect him.
No, he
And
was
you, like, slip your
shutting
finger
Darius
in.
up, and then he looks at you. I'll protect you as well.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take some time. What time is it right now? Morning?
Yep.
And we're in the hut right now?
No, you're not in the hut. You're just kind of in the alcove, like rocky alcove, and there's a campfire and everything.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of walk off maybe 10, 15 feet towards my horse. Is there any... Oh, I guess Mastos is over by the horses.
Mastos is staring at the staff that he put in the in the ground to tell the weather, and he's kind of looking at this, enamored by this little golden glow at the top of his staff.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to my horse if it's solo, no one around, and I'm gonna pet it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go over, you find it's exactly where you left it. It looks happy enough, leans in. The bond you've now formed. Beatrix?
Beatrix, yeah.
Yeah. Is
Well, no, it's Moonshadow actually.
right, Moonshadow. Yes, you chose her name. Yeah, leaning in, absolutely welcoming the pets.
Okay.
Mastos, with your spell completed and the acknowledgement of, ooh, it's going to be windy and a little bit sunny today. What do you wish to do now?
I was actually going to be waiting patiently for Trey to work on the fire and get it nice and ready and hot for cooking. And I was
So-
going to keep an eye on that specific.
Okay, so we'll rewind time a little bit because Trey got the fire working up and Jack took
Yeah,
the
he's got it.
tea,
Yeah.
so we'll rewind it a little bit where Trey kind of
Absolutely.
gets the fire kind of built up, the kindle starting to catch, starting to get that growth and flame
Does
again.
Do you think, Trey, you look satisfied with that fire?
So Trey doesn't really have like magic in the convenient way that most people do. So for him, it starts by like, shredding a little bit of the bark to try to make everything a bit more flimsy and exposed to the flashpoints easy to approach. And he gets like the kindling together, and he starts working a little bit of flint and steel action, maybe even like rubbing some sticks together. So he has to work really hard to make this happen. And he finally gets like that little ember. It's not a spark; he gets an ember, and he holds things together and takes like little down feathers and little bits of dry grass that he finds. And he holds them in there, breathes into them, breathes life into that fire. Gets a little bitty like pilot flame, and then he starts putting that to the twigs to just barely start what would be like the pupa of a campfire. And he gets this thing moving, and he's like, all right. And he starts putting a couple sticks over top of it.
When it goes, it's nice. It's nice. It's beautiful. I snuff it out with druid cap.
Trey, after all your hard work, you just see as a mystery just fizzles out.
Darius in the corner of his eye kind of smirks and then just snaps his finger and lights it again.
Yeah, there's a roller coaster of emotions in Trey's eyes. He's breathing life in this flame, and it just dies. Oh, and then and he like drops it. It's too hot.
Perfect. And then Jack makes the tea.
Excellent. Jack would also bring some of the tea over to Trey.
Yep.
Oh, good stuff there, Jak. I always found that the fresh ingredients out in the wild. Now, people always say it's living, live ingredients. That's the best. How'd you learn to make this anyway?
He's actually a really good cook. You should let him cook for you sometime. He makes really good food.
It's a brilliant cuppa.
I guess just watching other people do it. I'm a visual learner.
We sort of heard a bit about, well, Elion and what sort of where he came from, and Mastos recently. We've learned a terrible fate for the people he knows. For Darius, we've heard a bit about this. Well, I don't know much, but I think I've heard the name Magnus brought about. But what about you, Jak? I don't think I've heard anything about your parents.
Yeah, not much. My dad's name's Albert. My mom's name's Whitney, and I was a pretty freelancing kid. And early on, I showed talent to go find stuff, and so my parents let me do what I wanted. And then Garrick noticed me, and I kind of took a liking to Garrick, and he kind of helped me capitalize on what I was good at, getting around and finding things. And he had a lot of books, and he would tell me these stories all the time, and tales that honestly I thought he was making up, but now that I've learned more about Garrick and the witch, or the hag, or whatever he or she was before, I'm starting to think everything he told me in that hut was real. But I would say a wealth of knowledge. I mean, I didn't have to learn from my parents. I learned from Garrick about the wilderness, and I learned different languages, how to write, read, and multiple different things. And he kind of sculpted me into that. And I guess my parents were proud. Their son out there helping their island maintain medical herbs and food, and then once Reen came along, there was no one who could do what I did. Fight off hordes of wolves, find all the supplies out there, and then once Centaurium showed up again, wanting some people, it was just, I guess, a no-brainer. And here I am.
Here you are, and here's this tea. That's good stuff, Jak. Thank you.
Thanks.
Elion off petting your horse. You guys are drinking your tea. Darius, you doing anything specific? Or just drinking your tea?
I think he would be like, because he wants to tell Elion what he saw, but he also, because he doesn't respond well to people threatening him, so like he's like kind of like fuck you to the guy when he was like, but at the same time he knows that it could actually hurt him, so he doesn't want to just like, too bad, sucker, and just like dump it on him. So he's kind of like, you can see the turmoil he's having. He's just watching Elion, like he's like just staring at him from afar, and he's not pacing, but like he's like swaying back and forth. Like you can see he's antsy.
Okay. So as a little bit of time goes by, you guys enjoy your tea. You guys wrapping up to move away from here? Anybody do anything specific before you guys start hitting the road?
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna move away from the group.
Okay.
Specifically, as far away from Elion as I can. I'm gonna keep my eyes on him so that he doesn't start walking towards me. And I'm going to cast Sending to Slacknip. Hello, Slacknip. Darius here. Elion, entity inside. You're aware of what it is? My theory, it's his dead twin. Am I correct or not? Bye.
A little bit of time goes by.
I've no idea. He just helped me kill the trash. Quite powerful.
Very well. I will go back to semi-pacing, staring at Elion from camp.
Okay. All right. Anybody else doing anything specific before you guys get together?
I would say Jak is getting everything packed up, getting everything on himself, helping anyone who's kind of like probably packing up Elion's stuff where he stayed out, getting bedrolls tied up and put in his bag, and getting ready to, if people are getting ready to move, then he's going to get on Reen to get ready to move out.
Darius will actually, Jak, and he's gonna nudge his head to like come over here where they can kind of be off on their own.
Yeah, Jak will follow.
Same thing. Keep an eye on Elion. I'm going to tell you because you're the leader of this group.
Jak like stands straighter. Yeah.
That thing inside Elion is what killed his party. There was a reaction when the dwarf attacked.
Oh, the dwarf. Yes, I remember.
In the book, right? Yes. And he couldn't. I don't know. They couldn't control the power, and there was an explosion. So, a dome of darkness appeared over Elion, and I could see blood spurting out of the dome. And it would move from person to person, and then the dwarf saw it happening and tried to run. He ran into a cave, and there was a cave in. I mean, it looked like it had got the dwarf, but there was no assurances.
Yeah, a moment of loss of power, loss of control.
It said it's a reaction
Everyone
to the
dying
animal.
around you. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. The memories were weird.
Do we think we'll have that issue again?
It said it can't kill us because Elion doesn't want us dead.
Well, especially after last night, I'm glad he still feels that way.
Well, I mean, I was right. The Dome of Darkness was the thing inside of him.
Yeah, but if he, unchecked you off the box, then the next time that happens, you might get mutilated.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can certainly try.
Maybe the next town we get to, I will fight you.
Very well.
But, all right, I'll watch him. If things are going south, though, my priority is still you.
Of course. Which is funny because I actually made a vow to the thing inside of him that I would protect him. So it's kind of like a domino. But I'm not asking you to change your allegiances.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to speak with Daddy D, though, and find out if he has any sense from him, because he may have his power as well.
On a side note, not to, sound ungrateful, brother to brother, are you going to start paying me for this?
For what?
Being your fully pledged, undying
So just so we're
self-sacrificial
clear,
if need be bodyguard.
just so we're clear, the mantra asked you to protect me, and you told him you would do it, and now you want me to pay you for it.
Don't say it like that.
That is what you're doing, correct?
Never mind. Our brotherly bond is sufficient.
Very well. I'm just saying, that thing inside of him, I don't think it's evil. If I'm right and it is his twin, it's definitely not evil. It might be morally ambiguous. But, yeah. We just need to keep an eye on him. Because it does want more souls for that necklace.
Okay. Well, if you're going to protect Elion and I'm going to protect you, when we're traveling, I'll lead, you behind me, Elion behind you. Behind Elion will be Mastos, and I want Trey at the back. He has a knack for paying attention.
All right.
So I've noticed. So, I think that'll be the best use of our skill.
To be fair, and if you don't want it this way, I won't argue with you, but just if we were to suddenly be jumped, it might be better to go to have Master somewhere near the front in case he goes Lapidus. I don't know what he's doing anymore. Sometimes he seems like he's leaning more Mastos, so he may be a backliner too. Do we even have any frontliners?
And Jak points at himself.
But you have a bow. Oh, wait, no, you have that thing now, the weird super staff. Okay, well, that's good.
And I have a pistol and a bow, but I feel good now with this. And he kind of like resummons Talamar's favor. So I might mix it up. And today I'm feeling more bowish.
Right, so it's going to be a weird way to fight if we're all just running away from the enemy and shooting at them.
I'll be all right. I've also got a dagger, and he points at his dagger. And we've got Reen.
I do have, and I summon the sword. I do have this too.
And if things happen, Trey literally can summon somebody, his friend, and he has flaming hands. So I think we'll be fine.
Darius leans in. He's like, "Do you think that's his twin?"
It's possible. Although this twin was a bit uglier and balding. So. But he hit really hard.
Maybe. I wonder if Elion could do that. We kind of get him. I don't know. Right. And he like makes like the zip your lips about. He's like, don't say anything to him about the twin killing the other group. That's the last thing I have to tell him, and I honestly don't know how he's going to take it.
Okay. You know me. I'll probably forget in a few minutes anyway.
Fair. Or you'll add an N on to something that I said. What?
That's
No,
right.
nothing.
You're not wrong. I have just so many languages I switch between. It's hard to get names all the time, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I can't understand that. I only speak 3 languages. And one of them has been completely useless to even know, so.
I learned a bunch of languages, so if I ran into something I defeated, I could insult it in its native tongue. Like when I pulled that giant to the ground in the mine, that was cool. And then I made a comment about him being really big and me being really small, and I still yanked him to the ground. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Totally, I understood that. Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, as your leader, we move out in 5 minutes. Get everything ready. We don't want your password to change.
Oh, fair, yes. And he presses digitations himself, and he's like, I'm ready.
And Jak kind of holds his arms out.
Is this for, you want a hug?
No, clean me up. I was in a tree all night.
Okay. And he snaps his fingers.
Jack's gonna go mount Rain.
All right, yeah. You ring kind of come in from the trees northeastward, where Elion's been kind of petting the horse there. She was just keeping it within eye shot of him, but trots on over to you and yeah, kind of leans down into the mounting position and hop on her easy enough.
Yeah, and before Jack like moves away too far from Darius, he's gonna look at him. When do you want this back? And he's gonna hold up the ring on his finger.
I mean, I don't want it back in like 5 months, but just whenever you're ready, use it and then give it back to me. Although, again, sooner than later, because if this Radagon or whatever, he's got such a weird name. Whenever he shows up, he may want it back, and I don't know anything about him, so I don't know if we could take him or if he would just take it from us.
Okay. And then Jack will turn, make his way towards everybody else, and kind of look at everybody. We're moving out shortly. Darius has a time crunch.
Mastos, as you finish chuckling from your fire escapades and pluck your staff out of the ground, the roots kind of retract back into it, resembling its previous form. What do you do?
I jump on my horse and get ready, just same as everyone else. We're all...
Oaken Shadow welcomes the Saytr leg that gets swung over his back. And Trey?
Yeah, I think Trey's probably going to stamp the coals out, so the campfire is going to be good and dead by the time we get out of here. And hearing that we're about to officially be leaving, I think Trey's going to go hop on that horse and fall into position.
Okay. Yeah, and Elion, you kind of, over the corner of your eye, you see everybody kind of looks like they're getting together to leave the area.
And Darius will actually like whistle over, like, and like kind of like come in.
And I'll acknowledge and unhitch my horse and start walking towards the group with it in tow.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, as you guys all kind of congregate together, you guys heading back to the road or heading deeper into the woods to see what is beyond? What's the plan?
Jack?
Jack's going to get back on the path and continue on.
Okay. Everybody following suit?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
As soon as I said to see what's beyond, Tim's
I
eyes
was
go
like-
But what's beyond
Yeah,
that?
like, once I was like, oh, so we're clearly going down the path, right?
Yeah, you guys
As-
had. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll say as Jack starts to lead them back onto the path, he'll look back at everybody and he'll say, Darius is behind me, Elion is behind Darius, Mastos is behind Elion, Trey, you're at the rear. And then he's gonna turn, start going down the path, and he would like to try to reach out to Dana at this time.
It's
Okay,
Mastos
so you
stays
start
back.
making your way, kind of.
Got it! Let's go! I got him!
As Darius hears him casting, he's actually gonna like. He doesn't want to like give him huge distance, but he's gonna slow the horse down so the people behind him have to slow down. So he has at least like a bit of a gap, so he can, even if he's talking quiet, he still gets that semi-privacy.
Yeah, you kind of remember you didn't explain exactly how it works, that he doesn't have to speak out loud, so you kind of make the assumption he's going to do that. And yeah, you kind of like hold back just a little bit, and everybody kind of... does everybody fall into line, or anybody want to do anything different? Okay, yeah, everybody kind of filters into line. Jack kind of hit the the road and moving along at a normal pace, and you gather yourself and kind of rub the ring a little bit, and...
Yeah, and yes, 100% Jack would be saying this out loud because he doesn't know any better. But he will kind of rub the ring for a second, one hand kind of petting Reen, and then he'll kind of pull his hand close to the symbol of sparrow, and he'll go, Dana, I wanted to check on you and your family. I hope you're safe. I'm thinking of you. I'm trying to do better for us.
Okay. Almost immediately, you get a response. Jak, it's great to hear your voice. I had to stop off from Fort Ramlin, but I'll be going to Crampton soon. I miss y'all.
And unbeknownst to Jak, he's beaming right now, like he's smiling from ear to ear, just super happy. And as he's moving back, he'll look back at Darius, not realizing that he's just grinning from ear to ear as he thinks he's making a serious face to tell him it's time to get moving. And he'll give a little hiya to pick up his pace as he now knows his Pookie Bear is not too far away.
Yeah, Darius, you see this goofy smile on Jak as he...
Well, I guess it went well. Before I'm gonna turn and just say to Elion, also, whatever you are inside made me promise to protect you out here. And I did. So you have my word that you will be safe.
Thank you, Darius. We'll need to talk more soon.
Agreed. There's more to know. Until then, keep up. Yeah.
And I'll kind of look around and pat my horse. Oh, Moonshadow, what do I do? Right. We're gonna need to work on our communication a bit more. Yes. And I'll yeah.
She takes off a little bit quicker than you expected at the beginning. But you get into the rhythm and start along. So Jak leading the path westwards, I'm assuming, towards Grimlar. Okay. Trey, you know exactly where you guys are. Elion, you've been on this road as well, but Trey a little bit more traveled by himself. You know about 4 or 5 hours travel is going to get you to Grimlar at this pace, if you're uninterrupted. Do you guys want to continue? Do you want to... Any conversations on the way or anything? Or are you kind of plowing down this 4 or 5 hour travel?
We are plowing. Jak is not stopping unless something stops him.
Did you say race?
Nope. Nobody
Nope.
said race.
No one said
nobody-
race.
nobody
no,
said
no,
race.
race. Race.
Unless Sparrow herself stops Jak, he is going.
Is Mastos saying race? Like, you're more than welcome, Mastos.
I'm just thinking out loud. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
All right, you guys keep trucking along the path. Winds start picking up just a little bit, but sun's still in the sky, still warm. Coming up close to noon now. You'd be going for a few hours, and you've seen some people on this road. As you've traveled a little bit more, you start to see more and more people traveling, getting closer to a little bit more closer to civilization. You're starting to see more people. Nothing really jumping out at you. Kind of basic merchants, carts kind of going by. About 4 out of... go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please, Jak.
9.
9. Okay. So, yeah, you see some people wherever they're heading eastward. As you pass them down the road, it looks like there's a some sort of outpost. You see a small building, almost like a shack, and you see 2 soldiers, heavily armored soldiers, just standing outside, posted up there, holding some sort of, can't see from this distance until you get closer, but some sort of tall weapon in each hand. Still about 200 feet away, but you can clearly see them on the right-hand side of the road.
Jak will slow his pace just for a minute to be able to speak up to everybody and inform them of what's going on. I see 2 people up ahead, pretty well armored with some weird contraption. Be vigilant, but I don't plan on stopping. And then he'll pick up his pace.
Trey and Elion, roll perceptions, please.
Yeah.
They know what it is.
Are we very near the entrance of the town, or is this like
You're thinking
Pretty
you're
separate.
about an hour and a half still away. Yeah.
Okay.
13 for me.
13. Okay.
natural 20? Let's go.
Nice.
Awesome. So yeah, you can tell from this distance. You immediately recognize Centaurium military armor, which surprises you a little bit because last time you traveled this road, there was no outposts or checkpoints or anything on this road. So it's a little bit strange to you to see them here, but you can definitely identify them. And you know what they're holding are a lot of these military have these standard halberds that they carry, which are quite exquisite. So yeah, you see those 2, you identify them, you know they're Centaurian military, but a little bit surprised that there's an outpost here. Still about 200 feet away.
Yeah, I think Jak would probably try to shout that up the line. Hey, looks like Centaurium guards. I wonder what we're doing out here.
Do I see them?
You can't tell from the distance, but you couldn't really tell what they were. But with Trey kind of calling that out, you put 2 and 2 together, and like, oh yeah, you know what these are. Like you've seen these types of guards a lot.
Mastos. Can you do the brain thing?
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I do the brain thing. I do the brain between all of us, including Trey. Now gets to experience it.
What does it look like when you cast the spell, Mastos? Or do you want me to cast it for you?
Hold on. Okay. I would like a bird to land on my head. But yeah, just like, and then a bird to land on each of all of our heads.
Okay. So as you get this request from Darius, and you grab onto the staff, you can focus and concentrate on the tree. Kind of open up. These tiny little things just shoot out from the tree, and you see it. You see them land on the shoulder of each of your friends, and as you can tell now, they're a little seed. And as the birds flutter down, chomp on the seed, and pop on each of their heads. And you are all connected now for 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
So 8 hours. You can speak telepathically. Do not have to say these words out. You can choose to mass communicate or individual person within.
I'm going to think to everyone. Is this going to stay on my head the whole time?
No, just until the seed's gone.
Well, Trey, here you go. This is what it's like.
The birds were an added touch.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like to think that for a split second, Trey doesn't know how to separate thought from communication for a second. So you probably get this jumbled mess of him imagining himself having already been standing up in a tree above them, and then him imagining himself as standing in between them arguing and having them rush him, and then imagining himself as being behind them to defend himself from them in some weird way. There's this scattered fractal of perspectives for a second, and then Trey figures out how to communicate only what he wants to say.
And Trey's behind me, right? So I look back at him, and without saying the words, I say, pretty cool, huh?
Well, it took a sec for me to understand how to only think just what needs to be thought. Did anybody else feel that way in their first time I did this?
No, but to be fair, I've communicated this way before, so. But why did you imagine fighting us?
Well, I was imagining the
Guards.
Centaurium guards is what Trey was
Okay.
imagining. Sorry, it's a bit hard to explain, but there's I can borrow time.
I'm sorry, what? You can
Literally?
can you make yourself young and someone old?
Sort of. Usually, well, no, Darius, not like that. It's all me, but not the one you see.
Okay, you're not going to tell me that there's multiples of you too, are there?
Well, it depends on your perspective of multiples. Here, no. But maybe somewhere else, yeah.
Was that the bald guy that beat me up?
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, it's still me, but... Yeah, I mean, kinda, yeah.
Are you a twin?
Well, no. I do have siblings, but no, I'm not a twin, no. It's more like they're all me. But
All your siblings are you.
well... I
Speak
don't...
plainly, man.
I think you've mentioned Consisto sorcery. It's got a bit to do with how the world is, and a bit more of how it could be. So all the things that could be, well, not literally all of them, because that would be just way too much, but some of them, certainly some of them, I could see things how they could be, and how they are where they could be, and sort of borrow that for a time.
Did anybody else understand that?
So what did you borrow in the training grounds?
Imagine if I'd spent more time there, a lot more time there, and you could expect me to be there. And so I was. Or I could have been. But in a different way I was. Somewhere else, not here. In a whole different life I was. And for just a barest moment, while I was there, I could make use of that. Here. I could borrow it.
So if there is a time in a different place, if we went to Fort Ramlin, you could have maybe at a time been to Fort Ramlin, and you could get that Fort Ramlin tray to come here for a time.
That's exactly right, Jak. You got it spot on.
Wait, so hold on.
Hold on. Let's let that sink in. That the last thing he just said. Did you hear that, Darius?
I did hear that, and why are we thinking so small? So is there? Could you summon a you that is a god?
Well, from my experience, the more things I've got in common with myself from, it's starting to sound a bit crazy now, isn't it? The more similar things are, the easier it is. And if things get wildly disproportionate with our existences, then I don't feel it at all. I can't even see it. It's got to be very similar, or similar enough anyway.
No. Well, I mean, it's cool, but it would be cooler if you could summon like a god you.
So what do you, if you see a version of you fighting those guys up ahead, do you win?
Well, it's more.
Or you're borrowing that version of you in that moment or that place or time to help you like you did in the training grounds?
Well, here and now, where those lot right there aren't fighting us, I can't see how that would happen. But I can see how others might borrow me specifically, because I'm not their enemy right now, and they're not mine. But somewhere else where things are different, maybe they are. And maybe they might call on me for a surprise. You see what I'm getting at? But
This is
here,
why
where it's not a fight for us, I don't see how the fight goes because we haven't had it yet. But there where the fight may have already started, they might borrow me where I am, where the fight hasn't started yet, and I might be in a completely different position.
Wait, so will you just disappear?
Well, I don't really know.
this is why bows and arrows are so much simpler.
I mean, normally I would argue for magic, but this is above my pay grade. And I've heard about a lot of shit.
Okay, well. And Jak, I imagine, as he's approaching these guards, he's not going to slow pace. He's going to just try to get by them.
Okay, yeah, everybody trotting along. As you get a little bit closer, you guys get a better look at these guards now. Heavily armored. These helmets kind of go almost the full way down their face and kind of curved up here with kind of slits for their eyes here and down here. Massive coverage across them. They're hulking beasts. Talking to each other, holding these halberds, kind of stick to the ground. Halberd stretches up over their heads. These guys are about 6 feet tall. Halberd goes beyond that. As they both kind of are talking, both watch the group as you slowly trot by. Don't talk, we don't say anything.
Darius
Just watch
waits.
each one of you. And both of the guards, as you wave, nod, and one speaks out. Have a good day, citizen.
You as well, guard man.
Nods again.
Jak says just to Darius, we can take him.
Oh, I don't doubt it, but then we would be wanted criminals in Centurium. Probably not a good idea.
You're right.
All right, you guys keep traveling. About an hour goes by. Anybody want to do anything during that hour?
Yes. Jak is going to talk to Darius telepathically. He's going to start off by saying, I'm just saying this to you and no one else, so please return that. But I did talk to Dana.
Oh, is that why you had that goofy smile on your face?
I don't recall having one, but I...
It was a good look on you, don't get me wrong. I wasn't trying to be mean. It's goofy to me because you're mostly always frowning.
Yeah, I know. But Dana's in Fort Ramlin right now.
Oh, that's like right next door to where we're going. I don't know if Elion will want to go there, but You could always take a detour. I don't necessarily need you. Although, I mean, being my bodyguard and all that, with what I'm going to be going into, you might want to be there. Just saying.
I do want to see her.
But yeah, I mean, go see her. That's fine.
Well, does this ring have any more uses in it, or
no? I could recharge it for you. Do I have to be attuned to it to cast a spell into it? Yeah. Okay. We would need like 2 hours, so I could reattune to it and then give it back to you. But I could give you.
It's your ring for now, so I'll just give it back to you. And if you,
if you're just telling her we're going there, I can message her for you.
Yeah, I'll give you back your ring when we get to town, and if you want to let her know, and
Sure.
then if she wants me to, you can ask her if she wants me to meet her, or
Just so you know, I can only do this one more time for today.
Yeah, that's fine. When we get to town, you can tell her. That way, she knows how close we are. I didn't tell her where we were going.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell her we're at the inn, or what was that place called? In the Drunken Deer, which, funnily enough, was one of the memories inside of Elion's head.
I don't think funnily is a word, but okay.
Funnily is a word.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I believe you. But yes, I would like that to happen, so I can see her.
Okay. I mean, I can message her now if you want, or would you prefer it while we're in town in case she wants to come see you? Because what if she leaves town before we get there?
That's fine. And Jak will slow his pace down to get like right beside Darius, and he'll slip the ring off and hold it out to him.
He'll take it.
I do appreciate you letting me use it, and if you want, well, actually, before he like gives it to him, I can give you one of my spells so you can try it.
What spells do you know? I'm not saying no. I just like. I want to know your repertoire so I can choose.
Well, there's like 2 that I've used that are new, and you can ask Trey about one of them, where I've summoned a large amount of wind and hit him. And then there's another one that I summon a bunch of my pistols and beams shoot everywhere. It's pretty cool.
What? So would like I summon your pistol, or would it summon the Soul Seeker?
I have no idea. When I held the pistol, the spell seemed pretty easy, so I used it.
Okay, let's try that one. That one sounds cool.
Okay. I just cast the spell.
Yeah. So it's like you have to cast the spell at the ring.
Oh gosh.
Just whatever intent you put into your spell, just make sure the ring is the target, and it's weird because the spell executes. You can like feel the energy leave your body, but it like gets pulled. It's a cool experience. You should try it anyways.
Okay. And Jak will get the pistol out, and he'll hold the pistol, touch it to his forehead like he did, and he'll like stare at the ring, and he will cast. Where'd my thing go? Conjure Barrage into the ring.
Okay. What level spell is that? Casting it at?
3rd.
All right. What does it look like when you cast this into the ring, Jak?
As he's casting, like, because he would touch the pistol to like his forehead, and then the barrel starts to glow, and as he would normally point the firearm out, and then it would start to summon all of the other nausea pistols. It still happens, but on a minor scale, and you start to see these smaller nausea pistols as all the barrels are starting to glow. And you see the pistols just kind of turn and face down at the ring as you see these little beams shoot into the ring as it starts to like make it glow.
Yeah. It starts to glow and then all those images of these pistols just kind of get sucked into the ring all at once. You feel almost a kickback on the Nulja pistol as it just kind of sucks this energy out of it.
And he'll put the pistol away and kind of look at his hand, and then he'll pop the ring off and he'll pass it to you.
Thank you, sir. I'll put it back on.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else during that hour wanted to do anything specific? Okay. So as you guys get a little bit closer now, another half hour in, you can clearly see you guys kind of crest over this little bit of a hill in the road. You get this view now. You see these sort of 3 towers off in the distance. You see the top half of what looks like a small castle almost, which Trey and Elion, you both recognize to be Grimlore. Knowing there's 2 entrances to Grimlore, one from the east, one from the west. You guys will be entering from the east. You know in about 20 minutes you'll reach the gates. And you guys continue?
Yeah, a little excited thinking about Dana. Jak will like look back at Darius and do that as he takes off a little faster now.
He's gonna think to him. Does that mean you want me to message her?
And at this point, Jak is thinking this is a race as he shakes his head yes up and down, really exaggerated, and then responds yes, and he is booking it.
No, he's excited. All right, I will cast sending. I really hope I don't get in trouble in that bar. Oh boy. Okay, so I will cast sending. Hello, Dana. Darius here. Sorry. Dana, Darius here. We are actually
No, I'm sorry.
in Grimlaw. Jak would like to see you. Meet us at Drunken Deer or give your location. Sincerely, Darius.
Okay. Almost immediately get a response. One second.
Don't you break my heart, DM.
Oh, Darius, so great to hear you. I was just leaving Fort Ramblin'. I gotta go home. I don't know if it's time.
I don't know. Fuck. Jak.
Yeah?
You may want to slow down.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's Russian.
She's already gone, Jak.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe something's happening in her family. She said she thinks it might be time or something, or I don't know if it's time. Something along those lines.
Jak kind of like almost comes to a stop in the road and kind of like very visually you can see it even if you're kind of far away. His head kind of drop, shoulders sag. And it's only been a few days. I understand. And with his big lead, he'll just kind of start trotting again.
The group continues to trot. You guys start getting close to the gates. You can see Centurion guards on either side of the gates. You see the stables off to the right-hand side. As you get a glance in, you can see more Centurion military, even walking just back and forth from behind where the gates are as you guys approach Grimlore. We'll leave it there for tonight. All right, good session, everybody. Good job, good job, good job.
Good session.
Yay.
See you guys
It
next
was
week.
good.
Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. See you then.
Bye bye.
Bye.